Yo, what's going on guys, it's Rest. In this video I want to go over the anointment that has completely changed this game. Now throughout the lifespan of the game there has been a lot of anointments, and anointments have ruled the game in most in-game builds, and they still do. Having the right anoint is way more beneficial than having pretty much any other piece of your gear, because anoints do a whole lot. There are obviously anoints for specific characters that perform really well on them. Things that come to mind are things like Phase Grasp and Phase Slam anoints for Amara, but it's not only her that has insane anoints, every other character has them too. At the beginning of the game, that was pretty much the only anoints that you were available to get. You had neutral anoints where you could put more elements on your weapons after you use your action skill and just sort of things like that, but no one ever really used those, and you tried to get the ones that were character specific. So to alleviate that pain, Gearbox decided to add some more anoints. These anoints were released with the brand new cartel event, and they were only dropping from that. A lot of these anoints were super strong and were going to be the new things to use in pretty much every single build, but there was one that stood out more than others, and that is what this video is all about. Now for starters, this is my opinion. Let me know what you guys think is the best anoint in the game. I would love to know, and let me know what weapons you like it on. The best anoint in the game I'm referring to is the Urad anoint. Now if you don't know what the Urad is, it is simply while under 50% health, deal 150% bonus radiation damage. Urad is just simple for the under part that goes for the U, and then radiation goes for the rad. So that's why everybody calls it Urad, and it's just a short term for it. This anointment alone has completely changed the way you play the game, because obviously to get it procced you have to be under 50% health. So that has made things viable that were not viable before, and made things sort of like deathless even more viable and even stronger on certain characters like Mose. Obviously Mose is probably going to take the best advantage of this anoint, but this anoint can be ran on any character and take advantage of it just as good as Mose can. Do you remember all the radiation flak builds with his radiation anoint? Well, now that whole build has been overtaken by this simple anoint right here, because it does more radiation damage and it's really easy to proc. Now not only that, if you have a keen eye, it doesn't say while under 50% health you deal 150% bonus weapon radiation damage, it just says radiation damage. So what this means is that if you have this weapon equipped, sort of like a Unforgiven, where if you have it equipped pretty much all crit damage is going to be increased even if you're not shooting the gun, having a weapon with Urad equipped is going to, like, you just deal 150% bonus radiation damage with everything. Your melee is going to do it, your weapons are going to do it, and most notably your action skills are going to do it. This anointment alone does get mayhem scaling, and it makes action skills actually be able to kill people. It is really fun on Amara just to be able to one-shot somebody with phase cast, or even on Mose, if you get out of Iron Bear and get in the turret is also going to do radiation damage. There are so many different types of builds you can go with this that are specifically action skill based, which pretty much just makes your action skill like an absurd amount better. But it's not just for action skills, like I was talking about before. It's still gonna do the radiation damage on your gun, so now your gun just has 150% bonus damage, and it's in radiation. And if you don't know, radiation is pretty much a neutral element. It's only bad against corrosive, and it actually does a little bit better on shields, but on shields and flesh you're going to be doing 100% of the damage that you should be doing. And then like I said, corrosive is just weak, but that means you can run a corrosive weapon with this anoint and you're going to cover every single element in the game and just be able to destroy. Now everything I've just said and talking about how powerful that it is, the throwback is the playstyle. I kind of already touched on this in the beginning, but you have to be under 50% health to get this anointment proc. So when I was saying that gear that really hasn't been used much has risen to be some of the best, is things like the front loader shield. The front loader is going to reserve 60% of your max health and give you that back in shield, so you're going to have a really nice shield capacity while being under 60% health, which of course will proc this anoint. On Mose, obviously you have multiple skills and things like the bloodletter class mod just to make a shield build really good, and you're going to have very low health, so it's going to work really well on most. But for the other characters, like I said, you have things like the front loader, and then you even have things like Deathless as well, which is going to work really well, which will give you 100% more shield capacity to reserve your health to 1. So if you have a really nice shield, or a shield build you're going for on things like Flak or even Zane, you can have a huge amount of shields and still be at 1 health to keep your survivability up. The possibilities of this anoint are endless, and it is overall my favorite and best anoint in this entire game. Now like I said, that is my opinion. If you think otherwise, be sure to let me know. With the cartel update, you had things like consecutive hits, 390 anoints, and a bunch of other other good anoints, and to think Gearbox were actually going to take these away when the event ended is kind of shocking, but obviously they listened to us and they kept them in, which is really good because they have completely changed the way most builds work. If I had to say my second best, it would definitely be 390 on the sheer way of how it also changed the game up a lot, but personally I think the Urad anoint has changed it more than that one. But that's going to do all from me, guys. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out and I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.